Hey guys, it's Mark, Beech Bluff Outdoors. Man, we're just waking up. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning here at Camp Copperhead. We just had a beautiful night in the outdoors, doing what we do, man, just spending time outside and enjoying life. We're halfway through June. That means July the 1st is coming on, and if you're in Tennessee, that means we kick off private land raccoon season. I know you've been keeping your dogs in shape, and now it's time to put them to work. So when you're in the outdoors, your dog gets injured. Man, any number of things. Attacked by a raccoon. Little things are vicious. Attacked by other dogs. Get into it with coyotes. Run up on a bobcat. Or get bit by a pit viper. I mean, we're coming on the heart of summer. So what do? That's what we're going to talk about right now. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about what to do in the outdoors if your dog, your favorite coon hound or bird dog, were to get injured or bitten by a snake. Many of you know we did the March to 100. We had to break 100 subscribers to get a custom URL on our channel, and we're giving away a K-9 first aid kit for all you outdoorsmen that love to have your dogs with you. Even if you're not coon hunting or bird hunting or rabbit hunting, maybe you just take your favorite dog with you everywhere you go. I've got a good friend of mine that runs a trap line over towards Middle Tennessee, and his dog goes with him everywhere. So what do you do if you need first aid in the field? Surgical implements and things that you can readily buy. But me putting the Beech Bluff Outdoors name on it, I could not or was not able to include in the kit. I don't understand a lot of that legal mumbo jumbo, but we're going to talk about a few of those things, and when we get to those points, I'll make sure and tell you guys, okay? First thing, in a lot of ways, we're going to treat dogs like we do humans. Bleeding control. That's the biggest thing. Bleeding control. If it's cut, put pressure on it. One thing that I mentioned that I did not add to my kit, because I don't carry in my kit, so I didn't add into the one I'm going to give y'all, a tactical muzzle, an emergency muzzle. You might want to carry a muzzle. You know, animals can't push you away or yell at you or tell you to stop or say ow, so they bite. So you might want a muzzle, because if you have to do something serious, you might want to put a muzzle on them. But bleeding control. Man, just like you do on anybody else, direct pressure, and then wrap it. I carry the No Chew Flex. You can buy at most of your farmers cooperatives or local farm supply. You know, where they sell some minor veterinary supplies, and just wrap it up and go on. If it's a severe laceration, you've got two choices here, okay? Either choice, you need to carry a rechargeable hair trimmer, because you're going to have to get the hair off and get it down to bare skin. Now, I'm not going to go into how-tos, again, for liability. But there's a lot of people who have. There's a lot of actual good medical references out there. Veterinary, excuse me, nose is running. It was 52 degrees this morning. Veterinary references that will help you with this. Look into a skin stapler. I bought mine on eBay from a medical supplier that has an eBay store. They're $10. I use the I think it's 35R, but get it down to hair. Don't force the wound close. Let the wound lay natural, and then just kind of, you know, push it back into a natural position. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that noise was in the background. Push it back into a natural position and staple it. You know, keeping the wound in the center of the stapler, just like you would staple two pieces of paper together. The other thing would be to learn some minor suturing. I don't really recommend it unless you know what you're doing, especially since it's not really field expedient, not something you probably want to undertake in the field. The stapler I bought comes with a staple puller, so I mean, if it means saving the dog's life, if they've got a severe bleed, you know, severe major laceration, it may come to that. And you think, you know, we wouldn't do this to humans. That's true, we wouldn't, but you know, we've done it to horses and cows and stuff forever. So at home, veterinary medicine's completely different. But remember, before you start stapling up wounds and trying to close wounds, we got to verify that there is no arterial bleeding. If there's arterial bleeding or severe hemorrhage from an artery, you're probably not gonna save this animal anyway. So the other thing would be to get you a K-9 tourniquet. Cat tourniquets work, but it's hard to get them to tighten down small enough on a limb. I don't really know of a case. I've never run into one or even considered or known about one where a K-9 tourniquet would be applicable. But they make them, they're out there, and that's something you may want to consider. The next thing would be bee stings and snake bites, especially on the face where there's severe swelling or even severe swelling in the legs or paws. Diphenhydramine. That's a big fancy word for Benadryl. You can go to your local drugstore and buy it. I don't even use the children's. I use the regular adult, 25 milligrams. Vets recommend 1 milligram per pound. My hounds are about 60 pounds, so that's 60. That's almost 3 of those pills. I don't do that. I give 1, titrate for effectiveness, which means you give 1, you watch and see if it has any effect. If not, maybe give another. Man, you should know how to give dogs pills. I'm not going to get into that. But that is something you can do in the field. Once you know they've been bitten, they're starting to swell, you want to protect that airway, the antihistamines. Dogs actually do very well with snake bites. It's quite rare that they get antivenom, depending on where they're bit, obviously. But that's something to think about, so, you know, some diphenhydramine. The other things, you might want to go to your farmer's cooperative and get you some penicillin. Yeah, they give it to humans, but there's some antibiotic drugs that you can buy over the counter. I get mine at a local farm supply store. And learn how to give shots to animals. Something you can do in the field, something you can keep on you. Not that antibiotic is an immediate, something you can fix immediately, but it's a nice skill to have, and some treatment and comfort you can give your prized animal before you get them to definitive care. Swing by your farmer's cooperative or your local farm supply, and I don't mean Tractor Supply, I mean the hometown style. And check out, man, they carry a full range of medications for dogs, cats, cows, goats, you know. A lot of these medications that you use on small animals like goats, you can use on dogs. A lot of vets will tell you not to, but man, we've been doing it forever, okay? I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you there's a bunch of us that do. Bandages, Benadryl, looking to get you a skin stapler or minor surgical kit, but get the skills. Minor surgical kit, wow. Get the skills to go with it, man. Check out, I'm going to do some research. If I can't find anything on YouTube, I might actually sit down and do a single video like how to staple. Or how to close a wound on an animal. Remember, none of this that I'm giving you is medical advice for humans. It's not safe or practical. Anything that I've told you, safe or practical for humans. And nothing I'm telling you about your animals means do not seek definitive care, which means once you get them out of the woods, get them to a vet. Okay, I'm not telling you to be a vet. And none of this advice I'm giving you means you don't need to see a vet. Pressure on the wounds, wrap them up. Might want to use a muzzle. Severe wounds, staple them. Clean them, to clean it very well. And staple it. And then dress the wound. And then get to a vet. And Benadryl for snake bites. This is kind of a long video, but that's really what it boils down to. This stuff isn't that hard. But it is that important, and it could be the difference between life and death. Working in emergency medicine, I'm very well aware that early recognition and early action often defines the outcome. So that's what I'm trying to do. I had to learn this stuff on my own. I've done it for cows and horses all my life because we grew up poor, and you had to do it for yourself. And now my coon dogs, who are family, Ranger, Blue, and Penny, we got to take care of them, because a little PSA here, guys, them dogs don't hunt because they don't like raccoons. They don't hunt because they want to catch a raccoon. They hunt because they love you. They hunt because they trust you. They hunt, most importantly, because they want to make you happy. They don't do it for them. They do it for you. So we owe it to them to give them good shelter, a good diet, fresh, clean water, and good emergency medical care in the field when they're injured, especially with life-threatening injuries. So do some research. Read a book. Look up people who's better at explaining this stuff than me on how to, and learn these skills. And we're at 100 subscribers on the channel, so it's time to give you guys a K-9 first aid kit. If you don't have a dog and you win it, use it for yourself. It's got Benadryl in it. You can take it. So it's time to give the K-9 first aid kit away. Man, it'd be a great starter kit if you don't have a dog. Use it for yourself. Put it on your hunting pack, because being in emergency medicine, I guess that's kind of my thing, as I harp on first aid and the importance of early recognition and early intervention, and having the tools to do that with. They're lightweight, don't take up a lot of space. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to render first aid to ourselves, our buddies, our hunting buddies, or our dogs. So do some research, get the how-tos, practice your skills, and I'm going to give you a first aid kit, and that's really all I got. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, make sure you click all so you get all of our updates, and leave us a comment, guys. Let's chat about this. If you just want to chat or ask questions, we're always available. Like us on Facebook, Beech Bluff Outdoors. We also are on Instagram and Teespring. Go get you some merchandise. We have some beautiful t-shirts, beach towels, little fleece throw blankets, phone cases, all kinds of cool stuff on Teespring, Beech Bluff Outdoors Official. I'll have all the links in the description down here. And check out some other great channels, some of the wonderful survival and bushcraft guys out there that have done a lot for me and a lot for this channel. McCartney Survival, Herbert T Outdoors, man, check these guys out. TC Bushcraft, Tyler Woods, great guys. I'll drop some of their channels down there. These are guys that you should be watching along with me, and we'll catch you in the next video. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time at Camp Copperhead. We're out.